From the very beginning.
A very good place to start.
Producer loves my singing.
Yeah. Come.
When
Then
we read, we begin with...
ABC.
Hi!
Hey, what's up?
So we met way back when?
Like what, 20 years ago?
Don't tell people that.
We were 5.
At some random shoot where we were both like talent.
Yes.
Anyway, this guy
yeah.
has progressed.
And she grew taller.
That's true, actually. So now you have more dolls than I have ever dreamed of and would have wanted in my life. Look at this, it's amazing. I don't even know how to introduce you because you do so many things.
Yeah.
I guess you can say he's a businessman. He does like a ton of sports. Like people think I have ADHD. He like cycles, he swims, he skates, what else?
Skis, wakeboards.
Wakeboards. Oh my gosh, we do so many similar sports actually.
Is drinking?
Yes, it is. And okay, so then on top of all those sports, you have like the most massive collection of dolls, possibly the most in Asia. Like
In Asia, yeah. So this one's in the Asia Book of Records. It's the biggest collection in Asia, but it's the second largest in the world.
it's like 12,000?
12,000.
Okay, and then this guy, if you're wondering what book he wrote, it is like not your conventional book. It's called Flushable Fashion. Right, so I was like, what is that? Basically, it's fashion made out of things that we flush down the toilets, which is toilet paper.
Not shit.
Okay, well, it's white, dude. I didn't think of that at all. This guy came up with like a million ways to play with toilet paper, basically.
Yeah.
How the hell would anyone think of doing something like this?
Boredom.
Boredom? Okay, let's
Boredom
see. I need
mainly.
to take a moment to...
Sit down.
Huh? Wait. How the hell do you come up with this idea? I mean, what, you just took toilet paper in your...
Toilet?
and then decided, let's see how this works on a doll?
Yeah, because I travel a lot for work, for myself.
Yeah.
So this time I was in Sri Lanka.
For work or for
yeah,
play?
For work. It was 14 days, but then the hotel was like this far place in the middle of nowhere. No bars, no clubs, no shopping malls.
Yeah.
7 o'clock, I finish work. I go back to the hotel. I eat a cheeseburger and then I sit in front of the TV. So I'm like, what do I do now? I always have a travel doll with me.
A travel doll?
Travel doll.
Is this like how some people, because I bring like a
that
teddy
way.
bear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So usually I have a
Wow.
travel doll which I bring around on Instagram, that kind of thing.
Oh, so cute.
Yeah, so
okay.
I had the doll with me, and in my hotel room at like 8 p.m. or whatever, I just looked at, got toilet roll. Okay lah. Taped it to a doll. I Instagrammed it, and people were like, oh, that's quite nice. So I'm like, okay, you know what? For 14 days, I am going to make a dress a night.
Wow, and that's how it started.
Correct. While I was doing that, right, Nylon Magazine Singapore found it on Instagram
Yeah.
and did an article on it.
Okay.
Bored Panda did it, and then Vogue Italy did it.
Wow.
Then you're like, wait, what? It's like
Italia.
my toilet paper is on Vogue. So usually, right, I flush every single one of these. So none of these exist anymore. But this one, a bit different.
What do you mean? You mean after doing each one, you flush it?
Yeah, that's why it's called Flushable Fashion. So the only one that actually exists is this one because I had an exhibition in Mint Museum in Singapore.
Wow.
And I made this out of toilet paper for the book launch.
Okay, let's
So
show
she's
them.
got her little book.
Can we just take a moment to appreciate the fact that there's a miniature book
It's got pages
of
that
the
flip.
book? Every single thing really toilet paper. I see you didn't even with the veil, you didn't like go with mesh or whatever, you just went full on toilet paper. Jeez. Okay, can you explain to me, like, is there a reason why you choose to flush each dress and not keep it? I mean, because you obviously like to collect things, dude.
Very obvious, man.
No, I mean, we just happen to be sitting in like the largest toy collection, amidst the largest toy collection in Asia.
True.
And second in the world.
So, okay, don't want to sound too philosophical, right? But I was in Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
They're Buddhist. There's this Sri Lankan lantern thing
Yeah.
that they hang in the window, right? And every time you look in someone's house, the lantern is in different levels of dilapidation.
Okay.
Right? So the idea, right, is that everything lasts its lifetime.
Oh, so it's transient.
It's transient.
Like flowers are beautiful because they're
Exactly.
just transient beauty.
Yeah. And when they die, it's over. You've appreciated that moment.
Wow, that is
So that's what this is.
very deep. But you say you did it like kind of like for the gram lah. So that night, everything that you did, and you would literally flush it after
Yeah.
that.
Because when I travel, I'll have like one doll.
Okay.
So
yeah.
it's not like I'll bring 14 dolls on a
Okay,
14-day
so
trip.
the next
lah.
night you would have a new dress for her.
Correct.
So you do it for the gram. Would you consider yourself to be an influencer?
I hate the word influencer.
Okay, tell. Do tell. So do I.
Wow, where do I begin?
Please.
I
From the very beginning.
Very good place to start.
Producer loves my singing.
Yeah. Come.
When
Then
we read, we begin with.
A, B, C.
Oh my god, I love that song music too. Yeah, I think most influencers don't like ourselves. Oops.
It's true. It's true.
But why do you why do you
How
hate
to
the
be
word
skinny
influencer?
all the time, really? I don't think it's real.
What if like I really like this hair product, right? So I
Okay.
use this hair product every day, and then for some reason we end up working together on a campaign. That's real, no?
Okay, that is real.
And that
That's
has
real.
happened to me actually quite a few times.
But what happens when you have to change your behavior? So, for example, right, you work for, let's say, completely hypothetical. Sunsilk is going to pay you to do a campaign.
Okay.
But you just want to Instagram yourself last night using Dove, let's
Okay.
say, right? Will you not post the Dove post because you know Sunsilk is going to pay you for something tomorrow? You won't. Your
But then
own,
that's like omission. It's not like I'm saying I don't use this brand. I just maybe I may choose to
in
not
which
post
case, the integrity of your personal content is compromised.
it. Wow. So you're a purist.
I am. There was this era, right, where celebrities were this mystery, right? You don't know
Yes.
anything about their personal life because
Yeah.
they're not Instagramming, they're not Facebooking. So Madonna is like this godlike creature that
Yeah.
not human. And by the way, when she holds something and says like, "Oh my God, drink Pepsi,"
Yes.
you're like, "Oh my God, Madonna drinks Pepsi." But now you've got like, I don't want to name names, but you've got someone that's like, "Oh, drink Pepsi," and then like there'll be an Insta story
Yeah.
tagging this person, and like there's Coke on the table. You know what I mean? Because your private life is now out in public because of social media.
Do you consider yourself to be an influencer?
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not
Come
at all.
on.
Not at all. Okay, so first of all, there's a hierarchy.
Yeah.
There's celebrity, there's regular people, and influencer is this horrible, awkward space in between where you are not yet celebrity, but you're too famous to be normal. Okay, so that's the part that I myself don't like. People know that I'm not a celebrity. But people also will be like on the street, hey, Yang Jian.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So there's this very awkward space.
So you
in
are
between,
kind of in that space lah.
unfortunately.
Okay.
But I do not take money. Okay, so this is my personal belief.
Okay.
I do not take money to put things on my Instagram.
So the other word that people use interchangeably with influencer is key opinion
Yeah,
leader.
KOL, yeah.
So I guess you would be more of a KOL. By the way, like a friend of mine heard that and said that is the most ridiculous thing ever because, quote unquote, these people they are leading what opinions?
Yeah, exactly.
So rude.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
So would you say that the difference between a KOL and influencer is the fact that you don't take money for jobs?
I don't know what the definition is,
Okay.
but I think that so mine is a bit different because my Instagram, right, or my online presence is entirely doll related. At least there's a niche community where you can actually lead key opinions. But if you're in a niche
Yeah.
space,
Yeah.
you can be a key opinion leader.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then I guess Barbie is kind of like the first influencer, right? Because there is like basically all kinds.
Yeah, but that's actually why I like dolls so much because they can embody different personalities, different fashion styles. So you can't say like goth
Yeah.
Barbie only wears goth.
Yeah.
Right? Because you change her out and she becomes glamorous Barbie and she becomes like evening Barbie and
Yeah.
she becomes like working Barbie or whatever.
Actually, let's talk about the dolls for a bit now.
Yeah.
So now that you've mentioned that, I think Barbie has been shown quite a lot of diversity in recent times. Can you share a bit more about some of the more interesting Barbie dolls that we may not know about that might be more politically correct?
Okay, so recently Barbie has developed four different body types. So there's what they call original.
Original is your
which is still
36.
skinny 39, 18, 33.
39, oh my god.
Yeah lah, skinny
Yeah.
bitch ah. But
Skinny bitch with boobs, okay?
skinny bitch with boobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, 39, 18, 33. Ridiculous, right? Yeah. Like 30,
18?
I'm like 39, 34. Aiyo.
Honey, not that far away.
Yeah, I'm 32 but 34 comfortable. And my body issues. I blame Barbie. So
funny.
So there's regular,
Yeah.
there's tall, there's curvy, and there's petite.
Wait, regular, tall, curvy, petite.
Yeah. And then this is the fifth one that nobody ever refers to.
This one has like my body type, which is very flat lah. No, it is, and she has more of like a boyish body
it's-
type like mine as well. Right? Is this the Jade Barbie? What is this?
This is actually just called a Barbie fashionista. So now, right,
Okay.
regardless of skin color, regardless of their face mold,
Yeah.
they're all called Barbie. So Barbie is multi-ethnic
Oh yeah, I forgot. They used to call them different names.
Yeah, Teresa,
Cindy.
Kira, Cindy. It's not Barbie lah.
But this is a private joke because our producer bought Cindy. Then we both like.
Yeah, it's
Why?
like Anglophile.
Yeah, like, oh.
It's like nobody likes Cindy.
Yeah, nobody. Oh yeah, Teresa. There was Teresa. So now they're
the
just
Hispanic
all.
girl, they're all Barbie.
These two are a bit different.
Right.
It's not just about the body type.
Internet rumor has it
Okay.
that this one is transsexual.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And this one is just, loosely speaking, it's a butch doll. So
I
you can see that she's got
see.
shaven sides of the head.
I see.
And she's got this like
Yep.
rather boyish hairstyle.
Okay, but Mattel has not confirmed this, right?
Nope.
So this internet rumor. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You can also see the differences in the world. Because American parents are talking about diversity and acceptance, and in
Yes.
June everybody's like waving rainbow flags and
Yep.
all that. But in Asia, you tell mommy, right? It's like would you buy a curvy dark skinned doll?
Yeah, actually most Asian parents still wouldn't.
Correct. And the weird thing is that Asian parents will just buy the blondes anyway.
Yeah.
So in Singapore, right, the Asian dolls don't sell.
Really?
Yeah. And the African American dolls barely even get brought in.
Actually, that's true. I don't even remember seeing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because we are driven by market dynamics. Whereas
Yeah.
other people have like conversations, global conversations as an agenda.
I guess I gotta ask from a very Singaporean point of view, would you ever sell your dolls? I'm sure some of these are worth quite a lot of money.
How do you do this without sounding like a big fat hairy dick? I work very hard for my money
Yeah.
so that I can guiltlessly spend my money.
Okay.
I don't want to be one of those people that needs to sell a doll for money.
Okay.
That's one aspect
Yeah.
of it. The other aspect is I enjoy my collection.
Yeah, actually I really can see that.
Yeah. Like, I don't care about the value. I'm like,
Yeah.
if I like a doll, I want to change her hair, I'm going to take her out of the box. Give me $10,000, I'll take
Yeah.
it out of the box, I'm going to rebrush her hair. Somehow, right, Barbie has driven my ambition. Because
So the harder you work, the more money you make, the more Barbies you can buy and play with.
guiltlessly, more importantly is the guiltlessly
Yeah.
part. You know what I mean?
Yep. You can actually play with them rather than just keep
Yeah.
them in mint condition.
Yeah.
Like a child basically,
Yeah.
because children don't aren't so precious about
we
their
drop
kids,
our
right?
Hot Wheels all the time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's a part of me that will always be a child.
So a true collector, I guess, would just want to keep them and like for you, it's collector plus you really enjoy them. Like you enjoy
Yeah.
playing with the dolls.
So like, I mean, now I assume she's followed me on Instagram, but we don't know this. But anyway,
No pressure, yo,
let's
no
just
pressure.
say she followed me on Instagram because she got blue tick. Nice. But if you go to the Instagram, right, you will see how I basically just enjoy dolls. There's no agenda, there's no corporate agenda, so
Yeah.
there's no influencer element to that. It's a guy with a journal that happens to be public.
Who got you started on this?
Okay, when I was a kid, right, I never had a shortage of toys. I
Okay.
had my He-Man, my Transformers, my Star Wars, and
Basically
all
the
of that.
boring boy stuff.
The boring boy stuff.
that I don't play with.
And there was no girl representation.
Okay.
So like He-Man kind of needed a girlfriend.
This is like my Barbie dolls, but I never wanted, because if I could only buy $1 a year, I wasn't gonna spend that on a Ken. So I would just have my teddy bear be Barbie's
Exactly.
companion.
Yeah, so exactly that. So
Okay.
I wanted a female companion.
Okay.
So I never went out and bought one.
Yes.
But when you're 5 years old, right, you sit under the Christmas tree and all presents are yours. And I have a sister who never knew that this $1 was for her. She was one. Who buys a 1-year-old a doll, really?
You stole your sister's doll?
She was one. She would have chewed on it. Anyway, so I opened all presents. There was a great shaped Barbie in there. It became mine.
So it started from a stolen doll, basically, from
Yeah.
your 1-year-old sister.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah, but imagine, right? You outgrow Star Wars.
Yeah.
Because there's no more movies, got no more narrative. You outgrow He-Man, you outgrow Centurions and all that. But Barbie has somehow always been relevant to me. Because as I was outgrowing toys,
Yeah.
and then, young boy, right, I go and wear Ralph Lauren, wear DKNY. And there was a Ralph Lauren Barbie and there was a DKNY Barbie. And then I started watching pop culture. So things like your Star Trek and all that on TV. And there was a Star Trek Barbie. Then you start listening to music, your Cher, your Diana Ross, your NSYNC, the NSYNC dolls. So the pop culture-ness of Barbie has somehow followed my whole life journey.
Wow, that kind of gave me goosebumps. Like, honestly,
I know, right? It's like-
yeah.
It's what I do. I mean,
Yeah, all these ads, people all like that.
advertising people.
They spin a good tail, then they draw you in. But yeah, that's a pretty cool story. So you are honestly the original influencer who doesn't take money for posts and just says the toot 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 you want.
Yeah, the toot toot toot.
The toot toot toot, because I still scared.
Because she is influencer.
I still scared. I self-censor. Toot toot toot. Alright, so today has been one of the most interesting episodes. I learned about not just dolls, but I like how we talked to influencers as well. Let us know what you think about Jian's doll collection. But even more, let us know what you think about influencers, KOLs. Should Barbie be cancelled? Should influencers be cancelled? Whatever, let us know. We want to know. I think I might come back here to hang out soon. Again, we have so much more to talk about.
Come.
See you soon. Bye.